rotate your
actually,
phone?
she trying. She said you can't do it like that.
It's on Facebook. That's why. Huh?
Yeah, because I'm gonna chop up the video like that.
Got you.
It's just a little bit easier. Okay.
You know what? That's smart because you got unlimited storage on Facebook.
Yeah, bro.
I see what you're doing.
And then I get to say whatever I want.
Yeah, exactly. That's actually pretty ingenious. You ain't gotta get a memory card.
Nah, bro. Fuck that shit, man. We in here, man.
Yo, that's hilarious.
They can't stop the real is back. This that motion picture.
Yo, this is the official episode number 2 of Young and Informed. I had to bring this brother on, Niff. That's what he goes by for short. But I'm gonna let him tell you the rest. Kind of just like give like an intro about yourself and like what you do.
Well, basically, yeah, they call me Mag in the studio, you know, when I'm behind the boards and stuff like that. But when it comes to, you know, my everyday life, I'm Mark, you know, Mark Evans. I also have a couple podcasts that I'm, you know, I host. I co-host Third Point of View podcast on 3pov.tv, and then I also got Mag's Room, which is just basically me here in the studio, and we, you know, chop it up with gentlemen like him and other artists that I know over the years, and it's basically, you know, it's like duality, you know. The 3POV is for, you know, the entrepreneurs and people starting up businesses and local businesses or internet, e-commerce, whatever the case is, and then Mag's Room is just basically people that, you know, are in the arts, the creative arts, such as you know, comedy, acting, rap, hip hop, production, whatever the case is, just anything creative and, you know, showing that side. And so that's what I do.
That's so lit, yo. What made you think that? What made you think about trying to get like these artists and these entrepreneurs their own like platform? Like, what put you onto that?
Is the fact that I'm both. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So it came from personally.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, because you know, I'm a entrepreneur on a couple of other things. You know, running the studio, you know, doing the restaurant, and then as an artist and producer, I have that side as well. Mm-hmm. So it was like, all right, well, I would like to have a platform. I would like to have something. You know what I'm saying? You know, I was like, wait, why don't I make one for others? Because I'm sure other people would like it, and then we could just rock like that. And, you know, you can't necessarily bring entrepreneurs into the studio, and then you can't bring the artists into the business, you know, even though, you know, they each have their own world and they all need to live on their own. Mm-hmm. So I said, I just do 2 separate, you know, platforms.
Gee. So that's a nice way to, like, merge both different worlds, I think, so.
That's how I felt, man. You know, and I feel like everybody has like that duality to them. Like nobody I've ever met is just one dimensional. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, you know, you're an artist. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But you also have the business sense. For sure. You know what I mean? You also have the marketing sense. Mm-hmm. You know, you wear many hats, and I feel a lot of people do. You know, nobody's just that one. You feel me? So.
And that's an amazing thing because I think, just like you said, a lot of people have a lot of different talents that. They don't necessarily know that like could be their strong suits, or it might be something that they thought they were weak at, but the fact that they were forced to do it, you know, it made them better. You know, like like for me at least, like songwriting, I was never really good at writing lyrics. You know what I mean? Until I really forced myself to do it. Yeah. I started reading the dictionary and like going really, really hard on like wordplay and lyricism. I went so hard, bro, that I put myself in an honors English class just so I could like understand words a lot better, and that should turn me to a champion. I think. I agree.
I feel you. No, but that's exactly what it is. Is that you find what makes you like at a necessity. You know,
for sure.
Like Like I honestly, I started as a rapper.
Yeah.
But I like to rap to specific beats. So I just like started making beats so that I could rap to them.
Gee.
You know, and then it just trickles from there, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, that's so dope. Honestly, I feel like that's the same way that happened with me, man, because I was writing, kind of to like escape stuff. I was just writing like personally. I never wanted to tell anybody about anything that I wrote. Then there was like, dang, I can't find no beats. You know what I'm saying? This was back in the day. YouTube wasn't even out, so I'm writing lyrics. I'm trying to record stuff on my little fucking. I feel like I sound like I'm old as shit, but I'm only 26 years old. But this shit is crazy. Like I'm trying to record a new Tupac songs on a little tape deck and shit like that, and try to run them back like when he not speaking and try to drop a little, make a little instrumental. Yeah, but fucking man, I think that I just wanted to do more for myself, so I started trying to make beats, and it taught me a lot about production. It taught me a lot of like the insides and outs of like the business, and then it came to the real business. What's publishing? What's royalties? What does any of that shit mean? You know what I'm saying? What's sync licensing? Like we were speaking about earlier. Like how can I monetize on my music? Like because me personally, I don't care about being famous, man. I just need that check, baby.
That's what it is.
I just need
exactly.
You
know, like I feel like fame is like it's a side effect. Gee. Like it's not the end all be all. If anything, that sucks because what would suck if you're famous without the check. Yeah. Now you just famously broke. You know what I'm saying? You don't want no one to know you're broke.
And that's the worst part, right? I'm broke and now you know it.
I'd rather let nobody know who I am, but the checks is coming in. You know what I'm saying? Like, 100%. So there's no reason why you need to learn how to monetize. That's 100%. First and foremost. Fame is irrelevant when it comes to success.
G.
You know
and that's the crazy thing because there's a lot of independent artists, like even myself. Anytime that I say something about an artist trying to do something, I gotta throw myself under the bus because I done did it and I seen that it failed or it worked. Right. So, freaking trying to chase streams, trying to chase all this album sales and this and that. Man, I'm burning through money. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm over here in the studio, we recording. You know how much money, how much time it takes?
It's always
to make a record.
It's money. It's
money. Crazy.
It's money.
It's crazy because it's not even, you record everything. You can put it on your phone. Then you still got to get it mastered and mixed. You still got to promote. Man, that's so fucking, this shit takes a lot, man. And for everyone to be able to like get inspired, I think that, brothers like us got to come together and be able to put like our thoughts and our voices out on these platforms.
I agree 1,000,000%. And I don't know. Do you watch Drink Champs?
Yeah. Yo, that's.
I love that show.
Me too.
Recently, Birdman was on there, and and I've always felt this way, but it's always good to hear an established mogul in the game feel the same exact way. Is that now is the best time in the music industry than ever before because of the streaming, the accessibility, the fact that you can actually pop off without having to print a single CD or anything. You know,
yeah. You put one song on SoundCloud, that might be it for you, baby.
Or you could put 99 songs on SoundCloud, and that 100th song be the one that pop you off. 100%. Now you getting paid from all your streams from all other 98 songs that niggas ain't hear until you popped. And that money is compounding. And the thing with that is, I don't even have to inconvenience you by handing you a tangible product. I can literally say, here, listen to me. You don't have to give me a dime. Just type my name on your phone.
Yep.
You already got my album.
You got the cell phone, right? I see you on it.
You already got it.
Yeah, you text some baby girl, go ahead.
Yeah, just type, boom. There it is. And then you get money. And they don't have to give you the money. We're living in a world now where your eyeballs and your ears is the currency. Your attention is the currency.
That's crazy.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So I don't.
It's like we bartering on a new level. Yeah. Before we used to trade little goats. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then there came monetary to currency. You know what I'm saying? Now we hustling attention.
Yo, give me your attention, and I can monetize that. I don't need a dime out your pocket. All I need is your attention. That's it. So with that, you have the bag easily.
For sure. Yeah.
All you have to do is get attention. And now, not to be mistaken with fame. Fame and attention is two different things. A lot of people could be paying attention to you, but that doesn't make you necessarily famous.
For sure.
You know? Because fame is more of all in your business, all in your what's going on with you as a person.
So you think that fame just starts to become like it's an intrusive type thing?
Very intrusive. Because then they start to want to know things that's none of their business.
Why do we want it then? Cause I ain't even gonna lie. Like even besides, I told y'all, you know, I don't care. I want the check and all that. But shit, I want people to notice me. You know what I'm saying? I want people to say, yo,
Yeah.
I'm rocking with your stuff. You dope.
Yeah.
So why is that? Why do we seek that validation?
I personally don't want it,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why I always like on my podcast. I'll always every episode.
But you're a different breed. Like there like, and you've been through a lot. I'm mainly speaking about like artists that just come up, because a lot of them, they're not thinking about monetizing anything. They're not thinking about.
Yeah, they're trying to.
They want to just know me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Know
They
who
just
I
wanna
am.
be-
You know what I'm saying?
I think because and that's the thing is I've been through a lot. I've seen a lot. You know what I mean? I got some years. You know what I'm saying?
sure,
I'm basically an OG. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
So I've seen it and I realized, damn, I really don't want that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because you look at the people who's had it for a long time and it ends up being to their detriment. You look at somebody like a Shad Moss, aka Bow Wow.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh my God.
where we're sitting there poking fun at him now, and we're looking at, you know.
But he used to be the fucking shit. I remember he was like maybe 10. I was like 7. I was like, yo, I want to be like this motherfucker.
Right.
I don't even know if that's the right age group, but he was older than me. He was doing his thing, and he was a jit, and I was a jit, and it was relatable.
Exactly.
So damn, man, like, and now he's at this point where he lying to keep like an image up.
Exactly. Now I don't have to. You got to think with before fame, you don't have to keep anything up.
Yeah.
You don't have to. You know, you basically move as you are. But then that moment you hit there, you have to. And a lot of times people become famous before understanding that they pigeonhole themselves.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
now,
man.
now I'm chasing fame. I'm chasing fame. What are you famous for now? Now that's you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You look at like as simple as a name because you're a brand. You get famous. You look at Rick Ross. He's a brand. Rick Ross.
For sure. Yeah.
You know, if I say a Rick Ross song is about to come on, you already know or feel what kind of song it's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
But if you start to hear a pop Flow Rider beat come on, and you're like, this is a Rick Ross song? What?
Yeah, it's like, oh shit.
We won't accept it as such because that doesn't align with the brand.
Mm-hmm.
But let's say he has it in his heart that he wants to make pop music. Us won't let him
Yeah,
because his brand doesn't align with that to us.
for certain. Yeah,
So now a lot of people get famous before they even know who they are.
straight up.
So now we're holding them accountable to stay the way we know them as, or we won't accept them any other way. But when they come to find out who they actually are, they can't be that person.
And you see, I feel like that's detrimental. You know who's one of the biggest people that I feel like has became a real big victim to that? Future.
Yes, exactly.
Yo. And you know why? Because you know he admits after the fact he's in his music. You know, he talking about drugs, popping pills, all the worst things. He's like, what they call him? They call him the fuck nigga mascot. You know what I'm saying? And,
Yeah.
hey, ain't no harm, no foul to this nigga. You know what I'm saying? He makes great music, but the underlying shit is negative. Everything is negative. You talking about pill popping. You talking about getting over on people to be satisfied in that sense. Not necessarily like I'm building an empire for something bigger. Like it's that's what come people flipped out when he said that shit about Nipsey. Like that he tried to compare himself to him, technically verbally. I mean, I ain't even really trying to talk about no gossip, but it's that because look, now he's trying to say that he ain't doing that, but that's his image.
Yeah.
It's not going nowhere.
Now he has to maintain this drug-induced, future that's sipping lean and all that, and we won't accept him unless he's getting drunk or getting high.
Yeah.
But he can't.
And that
clean
sucks
himself
because
up.
that limits his creativity. I think so.
Exactly.
Or at least what we'll accept as him saying is his creativity.
Because now people are biased and like, oh, I could hear the difference. But if he never said he was sober, would we have said that? Oh, I could hear the difference in his music? No.
No, hell no.
We're looking for it.
Yeah.
We want to leaned out Future more. So we're like, that ain't the same.
Right. That's why this song sucks, type shit. Or,
Right.
Or whatever may happen.
Exactly. So that's why I feel like fame is a side effect to what you actually want. Of course, recognition, but I feel that's where songwriters have way more of a better situation.
For sure.
Because then they can write whatever they want
For whoever.
and make more money than the person that's actually singing the song they wrote.
Money.
So
That's crazy.
But again, this just comes with, over time, because asked me this 10 years ago, I want to be, the next Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying?
For certain, yeah.
But I understand now.
I still want to be Jay-Z.
Certain aspects, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, that's a isolated case because he's able to maintain his privacy, and oddly enough, we respect it.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, it's like not being able to see or hear from Jay a lot. We're like, we get it, and we respect that more.
That's wild.
It is.
So, hold on, everybody. You watching Young and Informed. I'm always fuck up on that shit, but just help me while I get it right. This is episode number 2, baby. Young and Informed. I got my man Mag here. We just gonna take a short little break. Let me restructure everything, and then we'll get right back to you.
All right.
You heard?
I'm about to level up, put the bass and treble up. It's about to be a movie, you already know what's up.
What's happening, y'all? It's your man Luap. I'm over here with my dog Mag.
This
is the episode 2 of Young and Informed. We over here trying to get these youngins informed. Even if you old, you can get informed too, baby. Listen, so we were just talking about a bunch of different stuff, but the most recent was about like investment in like at least that I was gonna bring up was like currency and stuff like that. I've been looking a lot into like gold and buying like just straight raw gold. Like I got gold all in the house, you know what I'm saying? I just even brought this little bracelet for myself just to, you know what I'm saying?
That's all right. Yeah, I feel you.
You feel me? So like it's not even to look good though. Like even if I end up with a big check, I don't want no diamonds. I want just raw, just in case I want to melt it down. I want to buy bullions. I want to do whatever I can to invest in like gold and stuff. But I saw that the stock for like palladium and platinum, they jumping too. Yeah. But they're not as like consistent as gold. What do you think, bro?
I mean, I believe, bullion is always a solid, sound investment. Are you gonna get rich off of it? I mean, you gotta have big bread, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is that it is recession proof.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Say that again, buddy.
No doubt. Are we still on?
Yeah, we go.
Yeah. Is that?
But go ahead.
Basically, it's not to me. You're not gonna necessarily get rich off of investing it, but you'll have a static value. Meaning, even if the market drops, economy crashes, you still have gold, so it still maintains its value globally. So that in that sense, if you just want to keep your money safe, then yes, then gold. I personally feel gold is more safer than real estate.
Yeah.
Honestly, as far as taking and holding, because it keeps a static value globally.
I feel you, but what about that's a good point. What about when it comes to growth? Because real estate do grow,
yes,
at least better than currency and things like that.
Absolutely. No,
What do you think about that?
I think that gold. Well, with real estate or gold.
With both. Like, what would you, at least in that front? Because I know what you just said before, but like in regards to growth, what do you think about it?
I feel like gold don't really expect growth or like a massive profitable growth, but in the same token, don't expect a massive loss. Mm-hmm. With real estate, you could have a massive growth or a massive loss. It's still risk. Gold is just a static, got this value, and ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a safe bet to kind of throw your money in if you just trying to be safe.
You know what? Real estate really intrigues me, man, because it reminds me of like the hustle, bro. Like the real flip.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
the original flip.
The original flip. You feel me? Like
yeah.
You could amass. You could do whatever you want when it comes to real estate. You could buy. There's different type of things you could buy. One of my things I was thinking, man, is my boy put me onto this duplex idea in a college town, and I'm thinking like Gainesville for me, for one of my first like duplex investments and things like that. I think that's gonna be a gorgeous place to do it, because number one, like I remember myself when I was in college, you know what I'm saying, you bumming around like people's cribs, like trying to eat ramen noodles and shit, like you know what I'm saying. Yeah. Most of the time, those people are gonna try to like they gonna have a buddy system. They gonna probably try to rent together if they smart.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They just
Absolutely.
gonna go get a crib together and go do that. Shit, I want to be that landlord. You feel me?
No, oh, absolutely.
Sign them on like year leases and just get them out every year, every semester. However, I gotta do it.
No, absolutely. I have a love-hate relationship with being a landlord because is it profitable? Absolutely. Can it be stressful? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I seen a couple of houses that I was involved with. Kind of, you get a bad tenant in there, and actually, the last one, the tenant wasn't taking care of the pool in the backyard, and ended up getting the pool removed, which essentially took tens of thousands of dollars off the property value.
Wow.
Now he's kicked out, but the property
you still take the loss because you the owner.
Exactly, and within other things, this breaks, you got to replace this, replace that because they're not taking care of it. So I understand a background in credit check prior to renting. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Those kind
signing up a proper lease,
right?
And also if I just like the fact because if it works out, man. Someone potentially could pay your mortgage.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And it's like, I'm not saying this to take advantage of people and stuff like that, but shoot, man. White folk, man. White folk been winning in this game for a long time, man. That's why I wanted to enter into banking. That's why I wanted to learn about insurance and commodities. That's why I wanted to learn about real estate and finance and investment. Because shit, man. At least what I've been handed down was shit. I needed this knowledge, man.
Yeah.
I needed this shit to grow, to do something better, and I'm still trying to grow every moment.
Well, the thing is, you see what's going on here locally. Over here, you look at Fort Pierce, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have dilapidated homes, abandoned places, all sorts of stuff. But they're building a marina with big ass yachts right down the road.
Mm-hmm.
What's happening? All these dirt cheap properties are being bought out.
Yeah.
Bought out.
But
by who?
Yeah.
And then once they gentrify the area and it skyrocket the property value, then even the people that's been there 10, 20 years can't afford
to live
the
there.
raise and rent. So they end up leaving. Boom. Pick those up cheap. Next thing you know, got a nice neighborhood and we had the opportunity to buy it ourselves.
For sure.
For cheap, but just didn't take it, didn't see the vision. You know what I'm saying? So it's happening now.
And that's the crazy thing too. Like a lot of artists and stuff are doing that too, which I really commend, man. Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah,
I feel like he was probably the ambassador for this ownership. That lot that he was hustling out of before he died, he ended up owning that thing.
Yeah, man.
Which is freaking wonderful. You know what I'm saying?
Sad.
Very sad, man.
Very, very, very sad.
For real.
That was somebody that knew what he wanted to inspire in other people. He knew he did it. He was doing it. I mean, I could only hope that his work didn't go in vain, and it'll only inspire people to be like him.
For sure.
And following that and that blueprint, because he laid out one of the most, I want to say the most detailed blueprint that someone coming up should follow.
For sure.
From looking out for those that you came up with, reinvesting in the community, allowing opportunities to people who otherwise wouldn't have it. Just being a stand-up, honorable man, that was just, it was honestly pointless why why that happened, why he left, man, because that
major fucking loss.
That was the most pointless, senseless, tragic. I still have a weird time with that. I still don't that. Made
man,
no sense.
That took me a lot of time to process, man.
It makes no sense.
He was definitely one of my favorite rappers. Yeah. But it sucks that you vibe out more to his music in this short time just because he passed. I don't know.
And within the last, I'll even say within the last 10 years, there's been a lot of losses in the music industry. But this one is right next to Pac. This one is, I feel like, has a greater impact to the younger generation, but just as much of an impact to the older generation as Pac did. This is the one that won't be forgotten ever.
Definitely agree.
This is one that will never be forgotten. I'm talking about never be forgotten, like from the Elvis, Michael Jackson, Prince, Pac, Big, Nipsey.
Gee,
guaranteed. No one will ever forget this.
Right along there with him, man. So hold on. So there's a few more things I want to speak to you about, bro. Hold on. Let me pull this over.
No doubt.
But I'm acting like I'm somebody important. That's why I put the microphone. But, okay, so we talked about your show. Well, two of them. Third Point of View and then Mag's Room.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We definitely keep view on that. Let's talk. A little bit about the studio. You in Fort Pierce, Florida. He got a studio called Major Fame. To say a little bit more about like what inspired you to, do that.
Well, it's not necessarily a open to the public kind of studio. It's more
family private type thing.
Yeah. It's definitely people like yourself and people I've been rocking for a minute. You know what I mean? And also where I produce everything that I got coming out, the shows and music.
And like he has a gorgeous little setup. Like I don't know if y'all can see that. Like Jesus, man. Like
it gets the job done efficiently. But my main thing here is to create the environment in order to make the best product possible that I believe I can make. And I'm constantly upgrading and trying to do new things and learn new things and stuff like that. Until I get it to a point where it's big enough where I can make it a public venue. But at that point, when it's that big, I won't even be working here. I'll hire engineers.
Hey, I'll still be in this business. But that kind of leads me to my next question. This is probably going to be one of my last ones. But about, you invested in your equipment.
Right.
As you can see, like, this is not cheap stuff, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Like, my man put in tens of thousands of dollars on his stuff. But there's artists out there that still don't feel like they should get their stuff mixed, mastered. They don't feel like they should take care of the engineer. They don't feel like they should take care of their producer. Like YouTube videos are cool. I used to have some artists, man, I was preaching ownership because my whole thing, man, I'm thinking about the future. You feel me? I'm thinking about how we can license these songs to get more money residually. How we can. I don't want to be in any issues with no legalities on nothing about ownership, man. Why? And the easiest way is just to fucking buy your own shit and just grind and just do that, right? Yeah. Even if you got to work out deals with your people, you know what I'm saying? Like Mag, you know what I'm saying? I always feel confident that I can come to him and explain my situation and we just work it out accordingly. You know what I'm saying?
I agree, man. I feel like investing in yourself should be something that should honestly come naturally, to somebody who's serious about what they do, whatever it is. Because when you look at what you are trying to accomplish, how bad do you want it? And it has really nothing to do about necessarily money. It's about what you're willing to do. A lot of people, it's hard for them to part with money, so that's why it's something that it's hard for them to necessarily come up with, or they try to rationalize why they shouldn't do that. But there's also other things that you got to put into the equation. Time. Some people don't want to invest the time. Honestly, I feel time is more valuable than money any day.
Oh.
So when people don't want to invest the time, you don't want it that bad. But when you do want it that bad, time is not an object. Sometimes you'll go 10 hours doing something you truly want, and it feels like 30 minutes went by. You realize you ain't eat all day, and you're like, yo, this is what I didn't even realize. You know what I'm saying?
I love it. I'm passionate about it. Like,
exactly.
And that was me in the beginning too. Like, especially like with music, man. I went my ass to work. I ain't had no car. I was riding my bike to Wendy's, flipping burgers and all this bullshit, right? But I saved up my little money. I got my little M-Box. You know what I'm saying? I got my little laptop. I got my little keyboard. I went to Mag. You know what I'm saying? I watched what he was doing on his little screen. I went home. I watched YouTube. I sacrificed the time. My buddies was calling me. Only thing I was doing, man, I step outside to go smoke for a little bit, but that's on me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to link up with people and shit like that to go to do stupid ass shit. So I'm over there sacrificing my time and really trying to do my thing and getting up. I still had school at the time. I had work as well. So shit, man, like it. And I remember days where I'd be going so hard on the beat, and I just look outside and I see the sun coming up. I'm like, shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got a couple hours. I gotta go. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I think that's one of the things that people will give you the answer if you really want this. You know, it has. I want to play, you know, devil's advocate when it comes to when people say, "This is how you know if it's meant for you." What's meant for you is whatever you want it to be, and I firmly believe that. It's what are you willing to do? You know what I'm saying? If you're willing to put in the work, then it's meant for you. If it feels like work, then it's not meant for you. But if time is just going by and you're willing to do whatever it takes, it's meant for you.
Shit gave me goosebumps.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like all that. It's not for you.
For real.
Anything's for you if you're willing to put in the work, and if you like it, if you love it, if you don't have the passion, then that's it. So
just slide, man. And we've been chasing both of us. He got more years on me. Both of us, 10 years minimum. Really just scraping. You know what I'm saying? And I'm 26, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm 32, man. And honestly, it's fun. If you ain't having fun,
yeah, because I'm like, at this point, I'm like, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I love music, man. I want to be involved with it. I don't even care about charting no charts and topping no charts or nothing like that. But you know, I always find pleasure in working with great dudes like this, great producers. Shout out BD Beats. I got shout out Niff again. Shout out B-Side Beats, Devin. You know I got you, man. There's a bunch of people, especially in Port St. Lucie, Fort Pierce, man. That
there's some dope producers.
Yeah, man.
There's some dope. I mean, I think it's very underrated out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some dope ass producers. Man.
Oh, and speaking about that, I haven't talked too much about this, but your boy Emilio Lightchild.
Oh, I was just about to say when you was talking about dope. Yo, he got a dope studio, dope beats.
Bro, I seen him since I was young. I went to his studio. Like, he was one of the first studios I have been to in this area, man. And that shit, it made me go crazy, man, because I ain't never seen no shit like that. And then I seen him just sit down and just rock a piano, like a newborn baby. You know what I'm saying? That shit was serious, dog. So you got dudes like that, but I'm teaming up with him, bro. I'm trying to get a producer friendly little battle together. For exposure. I'm still trying to line up everybody. That's
okay.
And
okay.
This is live on camera. This is the formal invitation for Mag. All right,
let's do it, yo. What's up, man? You know what I mean? I rarely step out of the studio, but you know, for that. Man.
I just need you to come in and, you know, bully some kids around a little bit.
You know, I don't know, man.
It's like, you know,
when these kids, man, they nice. You know what I mean? I ain't coming in there all cocky, bro. I heard some stuff and I'm like, how'd you do that? So, crazy. You know, if anything, I'll come to compete, but I'm also come there to network and learn.
And that's the biggest thing that we put in above everything. Networking. There's going to be other artists out there. Anyone who hears this video and sees this video that's an artist locally, Fort Pierce, PSL, Vero, West Palm, it don't even matter. South Florida, North Florida, it don't even matter, baby. If you can, I'm gonna put the date out there soon. I'm gonna put like comments in this shit where you can follow me and like follow what I got going on. Mag as well. I'm gonna put his YouTube up in there.
No doubt.
You know, keep up with the movement, man. Like, we really trying to feed our people, dog. And our people mean everybody. I don't care if you white, black, purple, nothing. You know what I'm saying? I feel it's a greater world when we all work together anyway. And I like white folk, man. I like white folk too. You feel me?
No doubt. Yeah.
But shit. Once again, this is the man Niff. It's your boy Luap. Thank you so much, bro. For real. For being here, dog. And we signing off. This is once again Young and Informed, episode 2. Stay tuned for episode 3. We're going to probably drop that in a week or so.
Peace.
Holla.
I've been thinking about a plan to get the glory with a little bit of passion and a whole lot of balls. I've been on my grind like 24/9. If you look up at the sky, say I'm just trying to ball. They can't stop, the real is back. This that motion picture action pack. I done came and went through hell and back, and I done learned some things, and now we're back. I can't stop, now I can't quit. Yeah, I can't stop, now I can't quit. I can't stop, now I can't quit. Yeah, I've been doing this stupid. And now we thinking about the next hit. Yeah, we been working on the next hit. Get ready for the next hit. Yeah, I can't stop, man, I can't quit.
Alright, somebody call Bruce Wayne. They think that I'm a joker in this new game. I'm about to finish you. I hit him like Liu Kang. Mortal Kombat master of rhythm, riding a new wave. Then I hit him with the stank face. My nigga Paul Cook